was about 3 weeks old, my mother gave full custody of me to my great aunt due to a very bad drug addiction. Realizing these things not only made it harder for me to connect with people, but also made it difficult to trust people. I honestly don't know if I would be here standing in front of you all right now if it was not for the relatives. Since the day that I met them at Imagine On, they've showed me through their staff, the volunteers, and supporters like you that there are people out there that care for me. This is why I would like to take the time to thank our generous sponsors who have helped us raise over $97,000 before breakfast.
My name is Darian James, and I've been attending the Relatives for a year now. I thought it'd be just another program for me. You know, for them not to get to know me, not to understand me. With my grandmother's support, I had made it to the 5th grade and developed a strong love for education. But soon, not too long afterwards, my grandmother had passed away. It left a hole inside of me. I soon started to struggle in school. I had no one to turn to. I remember the feeling of my freshman year of high school and failing it. And one of my teachers telling me that I would probably never finish high school. That thought, it scared me. I was soon told about the relatives through a friend, and they told me I could still get my education. This is when I met my teacher, Mr. Burns. And he introduced me to his magical focus gum, and he prepared me for my GED test. He helped me in every way that he knew how, and we started a great bond. The confidence that they helped bring into my life made me feel a lot more important than I ever had. I will be forever grateful to these 3 men. My case manager, Mr. Zachariah Lockett, my mentor, Mr. Brian Gunter, and the other half of this dynamic duo, Mr. David Burns. Thank you, everyone.
A lot of the people that I see at the relatives have found themselves in a very deep hole. And the first rule of holes, of course, is when you find yourself in one, stop digging. Well, I think that's what these young people do when they come to the relatives. They have stopped digging. But there's no way that they can pull themselves out of that hole. I don't think anyone can pull them out. But what the relatives does so excellently is help them construct a ladder, rung by rung by rung by rung, by which they can climb out and hopefully climb right up into their dreams.
My name is Christina Walker. There are a lot of women in this audience. How many are mothers? Me too. I'm a mother to 5 amazing children. Now, how many of you had to leave your children at a shelter, kiss them goodbye as you walked out, and tell them everything was going to be all right? This summer, that was my reality. I had to do that with my 2 youngest boys. After staying at a hotel for about 2 weeks, I ran out of savings, and I remember the last night in the hotel, being in the hallway, calling the relatives from the list that I was given, because at that point, all I wanted to do was just to have my boys in a safe place. And it wasn't until I found the relatives that I felt like we could get through the difficult situation. And if you are in the audience right now and ever volunteered at the Crisis Center, thank you. I will forever be grateful for the relatives.
The relatives is the source of hope in place of despair, acceptance in the place of rejection, and empowerment in the place of helplessness. Our youth need all of us. They are the future of our community. They deserve to feel loved, to feel valued, to be lifted up. You are a part of that work. Please stick by our youth today.